A modern stadium tour is a logistical powerhouse. Thousands of pounds of steel, light, and sound gear must operate with absolute precision to create a synchronized spectacle like the Mayhem Ball Tour. Gaga leads the operation with a 2-hour marathon of high-intensity choreography, singing every note entirely live. For the fans, this represents a massive investment, often involving cross-border travel and months of anticipation for a single night. The show depends on the relentless repetition of mechanical parts, lighting rigs, hydraulics, and soundboards. But the engine at the center of the tour is biological. Just hours before the doors opened at Montreal's Bell Centre, that engine reached its limit. Gaga announced the cancellation of her April 6th performance to her 61 million Instagram followers, citing a worsening respiratory infection. Pulling the plug on a stadium show at the last minute triggers a total logistical collapse. What specific physical calculation forces an elite performer to make that call? Gaga had been fighting the infection for several days leading up to the Montreal date. Despite aggressive rest and medical treatment, the symptoms intensified throughout the week of the show. This animation shows how a respiratory infection compromises the vocal tract. The infection prevents the consistent airflow required to support the voice. Her doctor issued a clear warning. She physically could not deliver the performance quality the audience expected. This is a recurring limitation of sustained touring. No amount of production value can compensate for a total loss of vocal support. A similar physical wall appeared during a previous Mayhem Ball stop. In Miami, acute strain during a vocal warm-up forced Gaga's medical team to intervene. In this cross-section of the vocal cords, you can see how sustained use causes tissue friction. Performing on strained cords can lead to permanent tissue scarring, which prevents proper closure and can end a live singing career. This creates a direct conflict between the performer's psychological drive and their medical reality. Gaga expressed a desire to push through and be hardcore for the fans, but faced the objective risk of permanently damaging her primary instrument. The decision to cancel is a defensive choice. Protecting the voice for future tours and avoiding a career-ending injury outweighs the immediate revenue of a single night. The immediate result is messy. Thousands of heartbroken fans, a scheduling nightmare, and the high cost of rebooking the Bell Centre. However, by absorbing those losses, the tour's most critical asset, Gaga's live voice, remains intact. Elite singing generates significant physical force. It subjects the body to the same intensity as a high-impact sport. In an industry where the show must go on is the default setting, walking away is often the more difficult choice. Endurance doesn't always mean performing until you break. It means having the discipline to stop when the medical warnings arrive. By choosing her long-term health over a single performance, Lady Gaga ensures her voice will continue to reach audiences for the rest of her life.